Hey everyone, how are you doing? I just wanted to do a quick little video about what are some of the first starting steps that you need to do to get going with things. And I had a call with a client last night, and they felt like they were kind of stuck. They were at the point where they purchased the lot, they own the lot, and they know what comps are in the neighborhood, so they feel like there's definitely opportunity there, and there's kind of a wide range of comps, but they didn't know, how much it's going to cost to build there, and they had a preliminary plan already, so kind of the basic design with overview and floor plan, and that's something that they did have already. But their question was, how do we go from what we have here to knowing exactly what the build cost is going to be, and that's ultimately going to determine if doing a spec home there is going to work or not. This may depend on where you're located for the terminology, but if you are maybe in certain locations, you may have an engineer, architect, draftsman. Those are kind of the, I guess, like the three different terms for, they all do similar things. For me, our draftsman is somebody that takes the design, I can give him a floor plan flyer with a basic layout and a front elevation. The draftsman can take that and he can turn that into a full detailed set of blueprints, which is foundation plan, electrical plan, my first, maybe second floor plan has all my dimensions, details, cabinet layouts. I mean, everything in that blueprint that's needed in order for that home to be built accurately. So that's what my draftsman does. Some other people may refer to this as an engineer and maybe like a structural engineer. And then there is the architect. So from my definition of an architect, that is somebody that you would go to actually put the design of the home together. You meet with an architect and you tell them, I want 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I want open concept, I want the kitchen on the front of the home, and then he designs it. And now I'm sure some architects would actually be able to design and then do the full set of blueprints as well. So if you're checking around out there, I guess those are the things that you want to kind of look for. Once you've got your design, and maybe it's even just something online that you're going to print off and then take to an engineer, an architect, or a draftsman, whoever you can find to basically give you that full set of detailed blueprints, so that you can take that full set of blueprints and you can get bids from the lumber company, the framer, the plumber, the electrician, and you can get what the exact cost is going to be to build this house. Depending on how busy people are, I mean, they threw out a number, a pretty big number, a lot more than we ever pay to get a full set of blueprints drafted, and that could just be depending on location or where you are or how busy somebody is. So I would say check around there, and the things that I kind of advised them on was, number one, you could Google and just, hey, architects, draftsmen, structural engineers near me, and see what comes up there. Talk to a couple different ones, let them know what you're looking for, let them know, hey, I've got the design of the home here, but I need the full detailed set of blueprints. What is the turnaround time for that, and what are you going to charge for that? You could also kind of take a long shot and contact different builders. Ourselves as a builder, we use a freelance draftsman. So if somebody contacted me and said, hey, look, I'm not looking to build with you, I'm gonna do my own house, and I'm just looking for a resource for a draftsman, I would give them the name of a draftsman. I really would be fine with that. So I would recommend talking with smaller builders for that, though. Some of the bigger, more production builders, I'm sure they've got in-house draftsmen there. Actually, the first thing that I told them, which is one of my own resources, I've got a group on Facebook called New Home Building Q&A, and there are thousands and thousands of members in this group. So depending on where you are located in the country, you could throw out a question in there and say, hey, I'm looking for a draftsman in this area, or an architect in this area. And I'm sure you're going to get some people that are building in that area, in that state, that may be able to refer somebody to you. So that would be kind of how you would ideally go about finding somebody and getting some different quotes to make sure you're not overpaying for this full set of blueprints. Because if you've already got a design, you don't technically need the architect's services. You don't need to pay, you know, an outrageous amount of money to have an architect design the home. You just need somebody to take that design and incorporate the electrical plan, the foundation plan, all the details into it. So once you've got that, and then the other thing that you need to do your selections. So while the draftsman or whomever is putting together the full set of blueprints, you can start doing selections. And you can go and, you know, meet with the cabinet company, pick out the cabinets. You can pick out the flooring. Now, you're not going to be able to get exact prices for these things until you've got a full set of blueprints, because once you pick out your flooring, the flooring company will need the exact set of blueprints to figure out exactly how many square feet that there is of the flooring that you chose. But nevertheless, you can still pick things out. You can make sure that you're picking something that's, you know, middle of the road instead of, you know, super high end or super low end. And with the cabinets though, I do recommend that you start with the low end. You know, if you walk into and I also recommend, ideally, don't, you know, I'm not bad mouthing, but Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, you know, ideally you're better off going into a company or a showroom that just specializes in cabinets. You know, Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, they do have that product and service that they offer, but they don't specialize in it. They've got a store with all kinds of other things. So if you're looking to do cabinets and you go to a cabinet store, well, that's what they specialize in. You're probably going to have a better experience there, and they'll probably have more of a variety that they can offer you as well. But when it comes to cabinets, if you just walk into a cabinet store and you say, hey, show me, you know, I'm going to be building my own house, I want to pick out some cabinets here. Depending on who the salesperson is, they may show you the most expensive line of cabinets. You know, who knows? They may want to sell you the most expensive line. They may think that's what you want. You want to let them know that you would like to see the starting line cabinet, the baseline cabinet, and then work your way up from there. Because we use an Aristocraft cabinet that is, you know, I think one of the best price point cabinets that is out there. And I know there's other ones similar to that, but there's so many options with the Aristocraft. We're pretty much always able to find the color, the style that we need to with that cabinet. If we go to the next line up, it could be double the price, and typically it is. So that's why I say with cabinets, stick to the baseline. But nevertheless, while you're waiting for those blueprints to be done, you can start doing all of your selections. That way, as soon as you get your blueprints done, you've got your selections, you've got blueprint selections. That's everything that you need to be able to give to the vendors, to the subcontractors, and get exact numbers for what it's going to cost to build the house. And that's how you do it. It's as simple as that. And I know there's a lot of steps there. There's a lot of detail to fill in, but it really is as simple as that. Selections, blueprints. That's how you get the exact build cost. Now, there's going to be some things that, you know, site improvements, for example. That's going to kind of go along with filling in the, you know, the budget sheet. You're going to want to get a bid from the excavator on what it's going to cost to hook up to the sewer and the water. Just going to jump in real quick here and talk about my consulting membership site. I'm really excited about this. I've got 6 people in it so far. Super pumped about that. Just came live last week, so I feel like it's pretty good for, you know, for the first week. But I've got good stuff on. So when you pay the $75 a month, but 30 days free, so you can try it out, check it out. If you don't like it, then you don't have to move forward with it. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. But on this site, I've got a library of videos that I'm building. There's already a good chunk of videos. There's probably, I would say, 12 videos on there that are good, detailed, like getting the financing, how to put the budget together, how to fill out the selections for. I mean, I feel like I go into more detail there than I do on my YouTube videos. Not that this video isn't detailed, this is great information, but I really get specific, even more specific with the videos on the membership. And if somebody's going to be paying a monthly amount, I want to make sure that they're getting the value for that. So that's why I'm not just using the same videos I do here and putting them on there. I'm making videos special for that. Plus, there is going to be a live Q&A. And ideally, you know, it's still kind of new, but thinking like every Friday at a certain time, gonna do a Zoom call between myself and all the members that are on the site, so we can do live Q&A. If you're interested, I've got the link in the description below so that you can sign up. It's not something that's showing on the blueprint. It's not something that's called out on the selections form. So you got selections form, blueprints, and then think of the ground. You know, so anything pertaining to the ground, the excavation, the sewer and water hookups, gas and electric hookups, the driveway, things like that pertaining to the ground, you're gonna still need to get numbers for all of those things as well. So those are the three parts: selections, blueprints, and the ground. And once you have the numbers for all of those things, you know exactly what it costs to build the house. Now you know not only what houses are selling for in the neighborhood, you know what you paid for your lot, you know what the exact build cost is, and now you know if you should move forward with doing it or if not. So that's it for this video. If you thought that this video was good, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you don't, hit the little bell for notifications so that you're notified when I do videos like this. Thank you for your time. God bless.